All right. All right. Let's get it started. We back. We back. It's been a lot of no energy podcasts. It's been a lot of podcasts. For myself, I'm speaking. First of all, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to another edition of This Is Recorded podcast. We got Winnie in the building, so we might be doing a little bit of moving around. But let's get the energy right. Let's be right. Let's get right. Let's have a right life. Let's create, man. You know, in this life, man, I love to be transparent on this podcast. I love to be real. To be honest with you, past couple podcasts has been a little low energy. The editing, the intro in the front wasn't there. This, that, this. Certain things happening, man, and you have to make a decision. Do you want to do this? Do you not want to do this? That's life, and that's what we want to go into today. I think I might title this self-evaluation. But always, let's get out there with some happy stuff. Um, Man, I'm just happy moving on through life. Went to see my nephew in at college when he was at. So we went to go see him. He's enjoying himself, the college life. Got some family there at the USC game. My mom's birthday. Happy birthday to my mom. Took my nephew to go do see some dinosaurs. He's 2 years old. We told him he was about to turn 2, so we get that free entry. You dig? That's what you got to do. You got to go in there and you got to fabricate some things sometimes. But yeah, man, I'm just been moving and grooving and enjoying myself. I got some new things I want to introduce. First of all, shout out to the Last Dragon shirt, Bruce Leroy. Am I the meanest? Show enough. If you've seen the movie, you know what that reference is to one of the best villains. One of the great karate movies with black people in it. It was amazing. But just been moving around doing some things, man. Trying to stay happy, trying to stay up. That's what it is. But, like I said, the past couple podcasts feel like low energy. The effort isn't there. It's time to get right. It's time to get real. So it's time to get self-evaluation, man. And when you reach a certain level of happy, when you reach a certain level of good, you too, what they say, I'm too blessed to be stressed, stuff like that, So get to that level, get to that sense of happiness, get to that greatness, get to that point where, nothing can bother you. You can feel no kind of way. Get you a little dog, man. You can go to a rescue, go get you one. They provide happiness in your life. They do great things for you. They love you unconditionally. But stay happy, man. Get to a level where you're too happy to be bothered with people's opinions, with people's stresses, with people's thoughts on you, with anything. Get you to that level, man. But like I said, self-evaluation, let's get into it, man. If I'm talking to myself right now, the past couple weeks, it haven't been great. I've had some great spots, some great highlights, but I need to get that. The Apple Watch thing was good, everything was good, but in life you have these ups and downs, these ebbs and flows, and that's what I go through. Like 1 minute I'm just like, oh, I want to do this, implement this, do that, do that, do that. Next minute I'm like, nah, I'm just gonna go in here and say a couple of things. You can't be like that. So evaluating myself on that, man, as far as output and quality, I give myself about a C. Yeah, needs improvement. What they say back in the day on report cards. Also, just the work ethic. The work ethic hasn't been there. I haven't been doing my exercises. I haven't been doing certain things. And that's the thing about in life. You have to be real with yourself first. A lot of us walk around and move in life and we feel like, well, don't nobody say nothing to me, so I must be doing good. But that's the thing about it. We keep a lot of fake friendships. We keep a lot of fake family members sometimes around us that just tell us things we want to hear. And we don't want to hear from the people that'll hold us accountable. We don't want to hear from the people that really care for us, that'll tell us about ourselves. But you don't need that. But like I always say on this podcast, because I know and truly understand that everybody doesn't have somebody. I'm very fortunate to have a wife that holds me accountable, that loves me unconditionally, that understands me, that holds me up when I'm feeling down. But everybody don't have that. So for you, you got to give that self-evaluation. Like for me, I'm like, hey, You need to go a little harder. You got to dig deep on them topics. You got to speak clearly. You got to really get into it with the people. You got to make sure your audio is set up a certain way. You got to make sure the podcast flows a certain way. You got to get some good ideas out there. You got to come correct. You don't got to just do this like a chore because you go to a job 8, 12 hours for somebody and give your best, but you come on your podcast, which you claim, Reggie, to be the thing you want to do, but you're not treating it as such. So for me, it's like, self-evaluation. Hey, right now you doing about average, but if you want to reach to that next level in life, if you want to really take this podcast to another level, you have to work harder. You have to work smarter. I have some new things, maybe in the fall sometime, I'm not sure, that I want to implement on the podcast. I got some different little stuff just to try stuff out. So if you see it one Sunday, don't be alarmed. It's something different. I know podcast people hate new changes, but I got some things I want to do. But what I know is in the self-evaluation of my, self, you doing okay. But you could really take this to the next level because people still rock with you. Family, Dukes, and all of them, Mount Rod, everybody, they comment every week, but you want to reach a wide range of people. You want to reach a big range of people. You have to work harder. You have to do better. And you have to get that motivation. You have to figure out if smaller clips is good. You have to go in there and give your all. Because I feel like, if I don't believe it, how do I expect other people to believe it? I have to believe in my art. I have to believe in myself. So I have to put in the work. And that's what I want to continue to do. That's what I want to do. But for right now, I give myself a C minus. I got to get to work. I got to do better. I got to find better times to get it in and get it done. But it can be done. It's all on me. It's all in the effort. And I want everybody, man, give yourself that self-evaluation sometime. Give yourself that idea like, hey, I'm doing okay, but how can I do great? How can I do better? We all need that. And keep good people around you that'll keep you going, keep you going and make you feel like, hey, this, you fucking up, man. You're not doing well. I don't like how you look, whatever. But keep people around to make you feel that way. That like, hey, I'm not telling you this to hurt you. I'm telling this to help you. Keep that around, man. And as I was doing my evaluations at work, we got these yearly evaluations and tests we got to do, man. They had a Maya Angelou quote that I really, really enjoyed, man. It said that people will forget the money and things you did. People will forget the places you take them, but people won't forget how you make them feel. And that's all I do, man, with this podcast. I want to make you feel good, make you feel better, make you feel encouraged about your day, about your life. And really what I do is for the youth, for my family around and stuff, or when I call and check on people, send a text. I just want you to feel like that I'm just calling to check on you. I don't want nothing from you. I don't want a dime. I don't need you to borrow your car. I don't want to borrow money. I just want to check on you. And that means a lot, man. When you send a text like, hey, how you doing? You was on my mind. A joke y'all had, something, or if you just feeling something, just text somebody, reach out. Because how you make them feel, they're always going to remember. That's why I always, with my nephews or whatever, I'll drive out, go see them in college, or go pick up the little one, take them somewhere, because, like, I could buy them a bunch of stuff, but how do I make them feel, That's what everybody's going to remember, how you made them feel. And that's what I want to do. I want to make people feel good. I want them to feel like, hey, man, when Reg was around, it was always good vibes. It was always good laughs. It was always good fun. And I just felt great every time he was around, When I listened to his podcast, I felt motivated. I felt good. I want people to feel that way. I want people to feel like, man, I go here for a release. I go here from a step away from all the drama and all the hurt and stuff in my life. That's where I go. I go here. I go to This Is Recorded to get my information on uplifting myself, for loving myself, for healing myself, for a good feeling. It ain't negativity. We ain't talking about the typical drama of the day. We talking about something good. We talking about something positive on This Is Recorded podcast. That's what I want for you, the people that listen to this. So remember, people can do things, people can give things, but how do they make you feel? That's the most important thing in the world. Let's get it. Let me go into my quotes. I like this new little part because I like to go off on things, So let me see. Let me see. This is, I guess this goes along with what I was trying to say. 11:11, peace, love, prosperity. The life of your dreams will happen by design, not by accident. You have. It cuts off. Let me try to get it. God, I know you like dog. He gotta stop reading them quotes if he can't read. The life of your dreams will happen by design, not by accident. You have to create it in your mind and then in your space. I feel like I read that before. Let me see. All right. I like this one. Whatever is worrying you right now, forget about it. Take a deep breath, stay positive, and know that things will get better. I'm speaking to you right now, right? Whatever has been on your mind for weeks. Winnie's biting paper right now. Whenever has been on your mind for weeks and days and months and really, really worrying you bad. You know, they say let go and let God, or, you know, you just have to free yourself. You know, that Fantasia song is beautiful. Go ahead and free yourself. Beautiful song, because like in this life, right, when you realize you're not in control of much is when you truly free yourself. We get in cars, we take public transportation, we walk outside, we lay down in our bed, a tree may fall on us. We cannot control what is going to happen, right? But the things we can control, the way people speak to us, the way we speak about ourselves, the things we ingest in our body, the thoughts we let in our head without trying to evaluate, seeking therapy or getting it out, whatever way possible, to really understand and know, like, hey, I cannot be this moment. You know, I said this before. I'm sure it's things in your past and days you were so worried about a car or a bill or in school, a test. You passed. You figured it out, right? You made it. Whatever, and I'm speaking to you, is on your heart and on your mind. Let it go. Because what's for you is for you and it's already yours. And what's not for you will pass you. Some things in life, mostly with relationships, a lot of people wanted a relationship so bad. And then now that they finally got out of that and they're not with that person no more, they're like, wow, I'm so glad that wasn't for me anymore. Some things I really wanted passed me by, and I'm so glad about that. I seen a quote similar to that before, where some things I wanted years ago, I'm so glad I don't want that anymore. You made it to this point in your life, right? A lot of people didn't make it to see this day physically. A lot of people didn't make it to see this day mentally because they cracked and they folded under pressure. Because life is hard. Life is challenging. But you did. Count your blessings. Know and understand that this life thing is hard. So while you still got air in, you know, your lungs and in your body, and while you still got a sane mind, be thankful for that, if nothing else. Everything else could be falling apart around you, but you still be able to move. You still got your thoughts. You still got your mind. You still with us. It'll get better eventually. I can't tell you when. I can't guarantee you won't go through some hurt or some pain. But just like things that happened in the past to you and now you where you at today, you got through it. So believe it'll get better. It's this one Saba song, man. Please listen to it. Saba, S-A-B-A. It's called Heaven All Around Me. You know, it's just like, I forgot the lyrics, but it's just, it's just a beautiful song, and it just keeps repeating, it's heaven all around me. It's so many great things all around you every day that you are ignoring, that you're not understanding is a blessing. Just simply being able to walk outside is a blessing. Simply be able to go to the job to get some money for whatever it is you want to do for your life is a blessing. Yeah, you may not like the job, but it's a blessing you have one, because, you know, I definitely live by the mantra, it could be better, or it could be worse. You know, in life, it could be better or it could be worse. Um, Sorry, y'all. The dog is going crazy. Winnie's a bad girl. But in life, it could be better, it could be worse. There's somebody doing way better than you. And when you look at social media all day, you will find that all day. But when you drive past a homeless person or you know somebody personally that's not having a fun time in life, that's the worst. Live somewhere in the middle, man. Have gratitude. There's heaven all around you. There's opportunity all around you. Each day, you know, you weren't where you was at like years ago, and now you're here. There's heaven all around you. There's opportunity all around you. You just got to look and see it. You got to protect your mind. You got to protect your body. You got to protect your soul. Because a lot of us could complain about things going wrong every day, and that's what a lot of us do. But what about the stuff going right? What about heaven all around you? I seen a beautiful moon the other night. You know, we going into my favorite season, fall. We gonna see the leaves changing. We gonna have our different little, you know, holiday movies, stuff like that. You know, and you just be thankful for that. You have your pumpkin spice stuff people like. You know, you're gonna have different things that you know you enjoy. You know, there's heaven all around you. You just gotta open your eyes to see it because we live life with blinders that everything's negative, everything's bad. We all gonna die real soon. All of this stuff. But if you look closely, there's heaven all around you. Don't fool yourself. Don't get in your head. Don't get in your mind that heaven's not around you. And heaven is whatever you think it is, whether you believe in it or not. Heaven is just a happy place where people not worrying, suffering. They're not going through the mental anguish that you go through. You know, they're not feeling no kind of way. Remember that. Because somebody is definitely doing worse than you. Somebody wish. They said, man, you know that dude Reggie, man, I wish I had that position. I'm thankful. And you know, with life, you got to know and understand that self-evaluation of like, hey, yeah, you know, you need to do a little bit better. I'm not saying you're doing horrible. I'm not calling you names, nothing. But I am saying you could put in more effort. You could work a little bit harder. You could do more things. We all could use a self-evaluation, but we all have to realize that there's heaven all around us. We really have to. And let me close because Winnie is going to start acting up, man. This week, I speak into existence that you do that self-evaluation on yourself. Don't wait for the job to do it. Don't wait for, you know, school to do it. Do it on yourself. As for me, hey, work a little bit harder, work a little bit smarter. You know, I like the smarter part. Speak your heart on these podcasts. Find more time. Start cutting up clips. Do what you have to do, but figure it out. Speak from the heart. Be you. Realize the heaven all around you, Reggie. You got it. You know, so beautiful things are happening in your life, but you have to seek it. I know for me, hey, if this is really what you want, you have to go get it. I'm speaking to somebody right now. We procrastinate as people. But if it's what you really want, don't give the job 110%. I love a good quote. It said, you don't work for a job and go home and do nothing. You're not tired. You're uninspired. I'm inspired to speak to the people. I'm inspired to reach the people. I'm inspired to make this world a better place for real. I'm inspired to be the change I want to see in the world. This week, I speak into existence. You self-evaluate yourself and start realizing what changes you want to see in you. What changes do you want to see in you that other people haven't seen, that you haven't seen? What changes do you want to see in you? As Winnie is acting up and I close, I speak into existence one more time that you self-evaluate yourself and start being the change you want to see in you. And this is recorded.